The following video will go over how to receive materials in Control. We will go over how to receive materials using receiving documents and also how to receive materials using bills. Okay, let's go to Control. Before we go over how to receive materials in Control, we want to make sure of two things. One, that purchase orders, receiving documents, and bills are enabled, and as well as we have our parts tracking inventory. So to do the first one, to make sure that the purchase orders, receiving documents, and bills are enabled, we will go to Setup, System Setup, and then we want to click on Purchase Orders, Bills, and Receiving Documents, and it looks like those three are enabled. Next thing we want to do is to go to Setup, Pricing Setup, we want to click on Part Setup, and in this case we're going to be using the Coroplast 18x24 substrate, so I'm going to navigate to that particular part. And let me collapse this first column and open up the second one. Okay, looks like it's not currently tracking inventory, so I'm going to click my edit button on the action toolbar, check the option to track inventory, and in most cases I will fill out what I currently have in inventory, but for now I'm going to leave those values as 0, and then I'm going to click Save on the action toolbar. Alright, so let's go ahead and close down these screens. Now, we could come to the navigation bar and click on New and create a receiving document or a bill, and then it would directly affect the values or the number of materials for that particular part. But in this case, I'm going to start at the low level where we ordered or we placed a purchase order or put out a purchase order. I already have one created here, so I'm going to go to my Explorer screen and explore purchase orders, and purchase order 4214 was my Coroplast 18x24 sheet. In this case we ordered 100, and let's say that this particular vendor sent me 50 sheets. I can come to my PO here, click on Convert on the action toolbar, and I want to convert this particular PO to a receiving document. And then I want to say that, well, they only really sent me 50 sheets. So I would then come and change my quantity to 50 and then save my receiving document. And once I save it, it's going to automatically close it. I can then go back to my Coroplast or my part, and look at the inventory tab and see that now I have on hand 50 sheets of this particular material. Let's go back to our purchase order, and we can open it back up, and then we can say maybe we received the last 50 shipments of the PO of the order, and we're actually, instead of putting in a receiving document, we're actually going to pay a bill or send out a check to that particular vendor. So in this case, we can convert this PO to a bill. I can now create I can save this bill for the total 100 quantity. And once I save that, when we go back to the part, we're going to see that the 100, or the total purchase order that we had, is now in the billed category here, saying that we have now the full amount, and the full amount was actually billed or paid for. Then we can actually go back to the bill and convert the extra 50 that we had available to a receiving document, just for our records to know that we received the ending 50 number of sheets. This will conclude the video.